Israel is a country that brought us historical sites, breathtaking beaches and some amazing delicious food. You can find the best dishes in Israel if you are willing to do some searching and find the restaurants that the locals always talk about. Like this great joint that serves a stunning buekas and is hidden right outside a huge cinema mall. Or this ice cream parlor in an ancient city where you can find some exotic ice cream flavors. I'm Amir Rimmer, I'm a businessman, writer, traveler, and I'm also on a quest to find the best food that our world has to offer. Today I went to eat an amazing creamy pudding dessert which is called Malabi. The street stall that sells this delicious Turkish treat is located in Jaffa, which is the oldest part of Tel Aviv. Malabi is served in many versions, but I personally like it as minimal as possible. At Malabi the Johnny, food stall at Jerusalem Boulevard, I can get a Malabi exactly as I like it. No sprinkled pistachios, walnuts, cinnamon, coconut or peanuts over the top. Just a beautiful milk-based flip pudding, a mouth-watering red syrup, and Malabi the Johnny's secret ingredient, which I can't tell you what it is because it is, well, secret. You can choose between 3 Malabi versions, a water-based, a milk-based, or a chocolate-based Malabi. I took 2 water-based and 2 milk-based Malabis, but not a chocolate-based Malabi because they simply ran out of chocolate-based Malabi when I was there. Bummer. And I went to eat the Malabis in a quiet place, not far from the food stall, with a very unique pineapple drink that I ordered as well. So when I arrived to the quiet place, I just put the Malabi's plastic glasses on a concrete fence, topped the pudding with the red syrup, and then started eating after cutting the pudding into tiny cubes. I did it of course so the syrup will merge nicely with the pudding. There are many places in Israel and in Tel Aviv-Yafo to eat delicious Malabi, but I personally feel that the Malabi the Johnny food stall is serving the best one and is really in a league of its own. Absolutely amazing. Wow. You must come to Israel to try this. This is the best tasty dessert in the world. Givatayim is a city in Israel which is located east of Tel Aviv. Once you arrive to Givatayim, make sure that you go to Sirkin Street to check out the best Sabich restaurant in town, Oved Sabich. Oved Daniel, the owner, opened the Sabich restaurant in the 80s and I've been a regular customer to his Sabich for many years. Sabich is a pita layered with hot sauce or amba, stuffed with fried eggplant, hummus, tahini, onion, parsley, vegetable salad and hard-boiled eggs. The reason that you should eat Sabich in Oved's restaurant is that you will not only get a Sabich which is absolutely sublime, but you will also get a full show by the owner who has really become a town's icon. Oved will entertain you while he is making your dish with a special engaging lexicon which consists of made-up verbs from the ingredients of the food and terms related to sport. You simply must come to Oved's restaurant to understand exactly what I mean. Oved really has a very unique personality. For example, when I asked Oved what makes his Sabich the best, he answered, "Not everyone that plays soccer really knows how to play soccer." So even though I didn't understand how his answer relates to my question, I still had an amazing time due to Oved's energy, passion and the great show that he gave me. You will also like the look of his restaurant, which is just full of pictures of his customers. Okay, so now I'm going to eat this ridiculously good Sabich. Oh wow. I only wanted to order one, but I ordered 2. I always have a problem of over-ordering. This is something out of this world. Ramat Gan, Israel, home to one of the largest diamond exchanges in the world, but for me personally, home to the Shawarma Shemesh restaurant, which sells the best shawarma in the world. The Shawarma Shemesh restaurant is located in Toval Street and I've been a loyal customer for many years. Shawarma is marinated chicken, turkey or lamb meat, which is stacked and slow roasted on all sides on a huge rotating vertical spit. After the meat is ready, it is shaved off in slices and then served on a plate or inside a pita or a lafa, which is a large Middle Eastern flatbread. I didn't put anything besides hummus and tahini inside my lafa, but you can surely add delicious salads and French fries. I got my meal seconds after ordering it, even though there were so many people in the restaurant. You see, some people don't like crowded restaurants, not me. My rule of thumb: always go to packed restaurants so you will have a better chance of getting fresh meat and a great atmosphere. Well, that's it. I just love the smell of shawarma in the morning. Yummy. Tel Aviv is the financial center and the technology hub of Israel, and it is the second largest city in the country. Tel Aviv is a dynamic and diverse city and creates mouth-watering food. When tourists visit Tel Aviv, the first place they go is the beach. The second, Falafel HaKosem in Shlomo HaMelech Street. Ariel Rosenthal opened the Kosem 16 years ago, and it will be super duper easy for you to find this restaurant. Just look for the restaurant with the longest line of people. In Hebrew, HaKosem means magician, and Ariel picked the name due to the magic tricks that he learned as a young boy. Ariel's magical fresh falafel is truly out of this world, and here is how he makes it. He takes chickpeas, which are washed, soaked in water, and left to cool in the fridge for 12 hours. Once the chickpeas are extracted from the fridge, they are strained and washed again. The chickpeas will then go into a meat grinder and then grind with parsley, coriander, onions, garlic, and jalapeno. Then salt, cumin, coriander, black sesame, water and baking soda are mixed together to form beautiful balls, which are then put in deep oil.
It's not expensive food, and children eat it, old people, soldiers, everybody eats falafel, and it's something that really is for every pocket, and everybody in Israel have their own falafel place and love.
When ordering this delicious filling treat, make sure that you put hummus spread, tahini, amba, hot pepper if you like, and a piece of fried eggplant inside your pita. The place is really worth the wait. It is very clean, friendly, the staff is polite, and the atmosphere is amazing. Simply a great place to grab a quick bite. Ramle, a city with a fascinating history. The streets are filled with culinary experiences and people just love the amazing food that Ramle has to offer. Ramle's most iconic hummus restaurant is Khal, which is famous for its hummus and masabacha. Khal is located at the Kehila Detroit Street and it is always jam-packed. The Culinary Institute was established by its owner Khalil many years ago, and the place is now run by his family, who over the years grew the restaurant rapidly. Hummus is extremely popular in Israel. To create it, dry beans are placed inside a cooking pot. The beans are soaked in water and then simmer on the stove for 12 hours. Then garlic, olive oil, lemon juice and green pepper are ground to create a delicious paste. The paste is partially added to the beans and then everything is blended together while salt is added. The hummus paste is served on a plate along with warm pita breads which are used to wipe the hummus. I have to admit that I came to Khalil just for the hummus, but I found myself ordering everything that I found on the menu, like masabacha for example, an amazing dish which is served warm and has the same ingredients as the hummus, basically hummus on steroids. Yes, I have over-ordered for sure, but you know my rule of thumb, always order everything on the menu and just say that you are ordering for friends who are about to come to the restaurant. Remember, it is not your fault that your friends never show up. Every little thing is tasty in Khalil. The hummus, the masabacha, the chicken, even the olives. The amazing taste will never leave you. Believe me, I know from experience. Okay, enough talking. Let's wipe some mouth-watering hummus. seriously good. Absolutely amazing. I never want to leave. Let's try one with the French fries. Even better. Absolutely amazing. Let's try some sabcha. Words fail me in a time like this. It's illegal what they are doing there. Absolutely, absolutely mind blowing. I think I'm going back to ask for seconds. Let's try a spicy one. When I saw the chicken, I had to order chicken as well. Come for the hummus and order everything. This is what I say. Let's try the olives. You have never eaten olives like this. The best olives in the world. Wow. I think you can say that I'm pretty full. The original Pancake House is a restaurant which is located at Asira Interchange in Herzliya, Israel. The restaurant is inside a gas station, it is open 24/7, and when you walk inside, you feel like you're walking inside an American diner. The restaurant serves different kinds of food, such as toast, sandwiches, omelets, and salads, but I personally went there for the well-known delicious pancake. A pancake is a flat cake which is made from oil or butter, eggs, sugar, milk, flour, and baking powder. The pancake that is sold in the original Pancake House is round and served with a variety of gorgeous toppings. You can have sweet toppings like coconut, pineapple, and even ice cream, but you can also choose between salty toppings like eggs and yellow cheese. There are even crazy toppings like tuna, hot dogs, and avocado, and special toppings like peanut butter mixed with berries, Bulgarian cheese mixed with mushrooms, or banana mixed with Nutella chocolate. As a matter of fact, the banana mixed with Nutella chocolate topping was the topping that won me over. Don't get me wrong, when it comes to toppings, I usually prefer salty toppings, but this time I had to choose a sweet one because of the name, Banana Nutella, which was my nickname in high school. I'm just kidding, of course, I don't prefer salty toppings. So I've ordered this topping along with a cool malt beer, found a place to sit, and started eating. Let's try this out. The Nutella is just amazing. Believe me, if you don't like pancake, something inside of you has died. The smell of the banana is just out of this world. Banana and Nutella, the perfect combination. Wow, this is the best pancake in the world. I can eat 10 like this. Absolutely dynamite. Ramat HaSharon is a beautiful city which is located in the Tel Aviv district. The city has a huge cinemas complex that currently contains 30 movie theaters, and it is called Cinema City. This huge cinemas building is located near a junction called Glilot, and people from all over Israel go to Cinema City to watch the latest movies. I'm of course not interested in watching movies. That's more for the average partygoer. I'm interested in eating some delicious Turkish burekas. The restaurant that sells the best Turkish burekas in Israel happens to be located right outside the Cinema City building, and it is simply called the Turkish burekas. Let me put it like this. If you are looking for a great meal which is fast, tasty, as well as extremely fulfilling, then make sure that you visit the Turkish burekas restaurant. What is burekas, you ask? Burekas is a pastry made out of dough, and it is filled with cheese, potato or mushrooms. It is a pastry which is extremely popular in Israel. I ordered mine with potatoes, and I have also ordered some refreshing lemon juice. Now, let's see how it tastes. I'm happy. Beautiful. Absolutely amazing. Terrific. Wow. Absolutely fabulous. I'm out of force. The best way to experience a great Israeli shakshuka is to go to eat it in a place that is highly recommended for many years. Effie's shakshuka fits this description precisely. Effie opened his restaurant 22 years ago, and he now runs it alongside his wife and son. The restaurant is located in Yechezkel Kazaz Street in the city of Or Yehuda, and it is open every day, excluding Saturday, until noon. The restaurant staff is extremely nice and polite, and it shows that they really put their heart and soul into everything they do. You can get different kinds of food in the restaurant, such as couscous and meat with beans, but I went straight in and ordered their legendary red shakshuka. Their shakshuka looks extremely fresh and delicious. It contains a very rich tomato sauce, and it will be served to you inside the pan rather than a plate. You can also get it inside a baguette. You will also receive some delicious salad, tahini, and a big quarter loaf of bread. It shows that the owner wants to keep his customers happy and full. Now for the taste. Out of this world. Absolutely amazing. So tasty. The egg is just wonderful. So tasty. Wow. This is Petah Tikva, an amazing city which serves food that I feel is simply out of this world. If you know where to look, you are bound to find some great food stalls in Petah Tikva that serve delicious food. One delicious food that comes in mind is Schnitzel. Schnitzel is simply a meat that is usually finned and then fried. The best place to eat Schnitzel in Petah Tikva is called Cookie. The Cookie restaurant can be found in Stamper Street, but Cookie also has additional branches in Israel. The most unique thing about the cookie schnitzel is the different schnitzel flavors that you can choose from. You can choose between a garlic schnitzel, a sesame schnitzel, a chili schnitzel, a lemon chili schnitzel, and a herb schnitzel. No matter which kind of schnitzel seasoning you decide to pick, the schnitzel will be served to you inside a gorgeous, delicious baguette. I decided to order the herb schnitzel alongside some French fries and went to eat my meal in a quiet place not far from the restaurant. Let's try this out. This is absolutely delicious. Let's try the French fries. Even the French fries are amazing here. Jerusalem, a beautiful city which is full with tradition, religion and history. The city is sacred to Jews, Christians and Muslims, and it is one of the world's foremost pilgrimage destinations. Speaking of destinations, I have only one single destination in mind today, the Musele Ice Cream Parlor. The Musele Ice Cream Parlor is located on a side street near the busy Machane Yehuda market, and it is considered by many to be one of the best places to eat ice cream in Israel. When you come to Musele, make sure that you drop everything that you know about ice cream and come to Musele with an open mind. I know I did. I did not come to Musele to eat the regular ice cream flavors. No, that's for the average ice cream eater. I've come to Musele for the diverse flavors that just don't make sense. For example, did you ever try ice cream flavors like cinnamon, basil, black sesame, saffron, or wasabi? Yes, you heard me right, wasabi, the green Japanese horseradish that will usually be served to you in just a tiny amount next to your sushi. I know what you may be thinking right now. No way I'm going to try those weird flavors. Don't worry about it. The staff in Musele is very pleasant and will offer you a lot of free samples so you can test out the exotic flavors before purchasing. And now, finally, the taste. The best tasty ice cream in the world by far. Wow. Absolutely dynamite. Wow. I ate a little bit of the coffee and the coffee is absolutely insane. You actually feel like you're eating coffee beans. Out of this world. I started eating the cinnamon and it's the best one. Believe me, cinnamon is the new thing. I started eating the wasabi flavor. Whoever imagined that wasabi will work good with ice cream? Absolutely insane. Haifa is the third largest city in Israel. It is built on the slopes of Mount Carmel and it is home to the Baha'i World Center, a sacred destination for Baha'i pilgrims which consists of a beautiful temple and breathtaking gardens. When I reached Haifa, I headed straight to the Baha'i gardens to check them out, but then I saw something that stopped me in my tracks, Sweets Bakery. If you are looking for some amazing made-in-house Middle Eastern pastries in Israel, then look no further than this fabulous establishment that has been serving customers for the past 35 years. This shop is really out of this world, and it is filled with endless varieties of sweets that are stacked into gigantic pyramids. They have all kinds of delicious Middle Eastern treats there, but I went straight in and tried their legendary knafe. Knafe is a Middle Eastern cheese pastry which is soaked in sweet sugar-based syrup. Okay, now for the taste. Wow. So good. This is absolutely delicious. Oh. Like eating honey. My eyes are definitely bigger than my stomach because after I ate the knafe, I ordered more delicious sweets like different kinds of baklawas. Before I left the bakery, I decided to give the owner my legendary thumbs up, just to show my appreciation for the great food. Well, I wish I had checked that the owner was in the room before doing that, because only the janitor saw my thumbs up and thought that I was appreciating his cleaning. Even though I visited Jerusalem many times in the past, the minute I arrive, it feels magical. My previous visit to Jerusalem was just a few months ago, and I don't think that I will ever forget the amazing delicious ice cream that I ate there on that visit. I've decided to visit Jerusalem again, but this time I had a goal to eat more than I ate in my last visit. It is always good to have a goal. In a town like Jerusalem, finding delicious food is as easy as walking down the block, and I have found the Machane Yehuda market and headed straight to a food stall that is called Jaun Bar. Jaun Bar is located at the Ego Street, and I was told that I can find there one of the best jachnus in Israel. I also heard that they have a killer malawach, which I couldn't wait to try. Jachnus are rolled sticks of dough that are cooked on low heat overnight, and malawach is a fried flatbread and it was served to me with hard-boiled eggs, green tahini, schug, which is a hot sauce, and tomato sauce. Another amazing thing about this place is actually the cook. The cook is preparing the food right in front of your eyes, and in that way you can follow the entire cooking process from start to finish. Also, the cook puts on a full show for his customers, and that made my time there even more wonderful. You see, for one price you are getting some great food and a great performance. Also, the cook is giving an excellent service, and he is super clean when he is preparing your food. Now let's eat the jachnun and malawach that I have ordered. This is so tasty.
You like Olga? Huh? Yes, please. Yes, please. What you wanted, my friend?
Absolutely delicious. Let's try the jachnun. Wow. So good. Before leaving the market, I've decided to eat just one more thing, the Jerusalem bagel. Now, let's do a quick Jerusalem bagels one-on-one. The famous Jerusalem bagel is an oblong-shaped bread and its length is about that of a forearm. The bagel is topped with sesame seeds and can be served to you with some zatar, which is a spice made of sesame seeds, sumac and other herbs. I got my bagel from the Khal Bakery. Now for the taste. Bagel with zatar, absolutely delicious. That's local food in its finest. One dish that you absolutely must try when you visit Jerusalem is Morav Yerushalmi, Jerusalem Mixed Grill in English. If you decide to try it out, then why not try it out in the restaurant that invented it? This restaurant is called Chatzot, midnight in English, and it is located on Agrippas Road, a street that is very close to the Machane Yehuda market. The reason that the owners decided to call the restaurant midnight is that the place was one of the first restaurants to work in the late hours of the day. The Chatzot restaurant has been serving the Jerusalem Mixed Grill for more than 40 years, and the place has become a well-renowned Jerusalem institution. According to the legend, 40 years ago, the restaurant owners, Brother Avraham and Michael Ajami, were left without any charcoals to cook the meat on, so they decided to mix different kinds of meat, put them on a gas-operated iron plate, and serve them as a dish. The dish has turned out to be a huge success, and nowadays, the restaurant is run by the sons of the owners. There are different versions to the Morav Yerushalmi dish, and the difference comes from the ingredients that are used for the dish. In the Chatzot restaurant, they use turkey breast, turkey shishlik, spleen, chicken hearts, and pollet. All this mixture, along with mushrooms, onions, and the Chatzot restaurant secret seasoning, is then put on a boiling metal grilling plate and then served to you inside a pita. I'm a spleen and mushrooms eater from way back when, so the ingredients sounded perfect for me. Just kidding, of course, mushrooms sounded like a scary thing to eat. When you arrive to the Chatzot restaurant, you can either order your dish from the outside counter or you can sit inside the restaurant. I decided to order my Jerusalem mixed grill from the counter and went to eat it on one of the outside benches. Jerusalem mixed grill. Let's try it. Amazing. The meat is just wonderful, and the onions and the mushrooms and the pita itself is just out of this world. This is one of the best pitas that I've ever eaten. Some of the best dishes on the planet can be found in Jerusalem, and I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if I left the city without checking out one of the city's best restaurants. The name of the restaurant is Azura, and it is really one of the hidden gems of Jerusalem. It is such an hidden gem that at first I couldn't find it. The restaurant is located at 4 Aishkol Street, yet once you reach the address, you will need to find a few ascending stairs that will lead you to the restaurant. If you can't find the stairs, just ask one of the shop owners and they should be able to point you to the restaurant. Azura was first opened in 1952 by its owner Ezra Sharpler, and nowadays the restaurant is run by his children. I heard that there are many great dishes in Azura, but this time I had just one dish in mind, kube. Kube is a national dish in Middle Eastern countries. It is shaped into balls or patties, and it is made of cracked wheat, minced onions, beef, lamb, goat or camel meat, combined with Middle Eastern spices. There are many different kinds of kubes, and the kube is also served in different ways. I have decided to order the metafone kube, which is a red kube dumpling soup that has a sweet and sour taste to it. Very nice. The soup is wonderful, simply wonderful. Very fulfilling and wonderful. In my previous visit to Tel Aviv, I ate a delicious falafel in another part of town, but this time I wanted to take things to a all new level and find something to eat other than falafel. You know me, I always like to live on the edge. A stroll down any street in Tel Aviv will offer you an opportunity to grab something delicious, like this kube for example, that I ate in another version during my trip in Jerusalem. So I've decided to enter the Tel Aviv's famous Carmel market and head straight to a place called the Center of Burik. I guess the owner picked the name the Center of Burik to differentiate himself from other Burik vendors who compete for the center title. The Center of Burik might be difficult to find at first, so if you are not sure where to go, just ask one of the vendors where you can find Kobe's Burik. Kobe is the owner and he opened this food stall 5 years ago. In his food stall he is selling his burik, which is a dish that came from North Africa. Some say it came from Tunisia, others say it came from Tripoli. I say, let's eat. The burik dish consists of a thin pastry around the filling, and in Kobe's burik, the filling can be an egg, mashed potatoes, or both. I've decided to put an egg because egg has always been my middle name. Just kidding, of course. My middle name has always been omelette. The pastry is then deep fried for a very short time, and then it is served to you. While my burik was being prepared, I've noticed a sphinge, which means sponge in English. It's basically a donut that is cooked in oil and then sprinkled with sugar or honey. Mine was with sugar. The sphinge looks so delicious, so of course I had to order a few of those bad boys as well. So I've ordered 3 sphinges along with the burik and told the vendor that I have friends coming over when he asked me if I'm going to eat all of that food alone. He doesn't need to know that only I can see those friends. Now let's taste the burik and sphinge. Let's try burik. Very crunchy. but very good. Salty and with an egg, this is absolutely a delicacy. Amazing. And the whole atmosphere of the market just adds to it. Absolutely delicious. I like that the egg is not well done. It just adds to the flavor. This is out of sight. Spinach. This is out of this world. I didn't expect it to be so good. So good. Like a donut, but better. Look at the sugar. I can die right now. Just can't stop eating this. These bad boys are out of this world, believe me. Come to Sugar Carmel and you know exactly what I mean. Wow. This is like Dunkin' Donuts on steroids. Absolutely insane. Right before I left the market, I've noticed my grandmother's lovely hair in the distance, but after I reached her location, I saw that I was wrong. This was not my grandmother's hair, but rather a shaved ice dessert that is topped with flavored sugar syrup that for some strange reason resembles my grandmother's hair exactly. That shaved ice was refreshing as well as delicious, but for some reason it made more room in my stomach. So I returned back to the market to eat some hummus with ful. Ful is basically cooked fava beans. I decided to eat the hummus with ful in a beautiful well-hidden restaurant that looks like an old synagogue and is located in the heart of the market. The name of the restaurant is the Star of David Hummus or Hummus HaKarmel, and again, if you can't find it, just ask one of the vendors where it is and they will surely be able to guide you to the right place. It is a good thing that I returned back to the market to check out this hummus place because it was simply wonderful. As I always say, it is better to be safe than sorry in the market. Before leaving Tel Aviv, I had to check out an amazing bakery that is located on Derech Ben-Tzvi Street. The bakery is called Bagel Lecham, hot bagel in English, and as the name suggests, you can buy their bagels along with some other pastries. Some of my most treasured childhood memories circulate around this bakery and the Malabi food stall that I visited in my previous food tour, and is very close by. I've been eating in these two food stalls since I was a kid. I know it is hard to believe, but I was a kid once. This time I came to the Bagel Lecham bakery to try out their sambusak, a pastry that is usually filled with hummus, meat or cheese and is deep fried or baked in the oven. So I've ordered one sambusak and two fresh out of the oven bagels with salt. You can also order the bagels with sesame. When I look back upon my life, sharing delicious food with others was never a big part of it. So I'll be eating both bagels myself, but due to my big heart, I'm going to give the bagels brown bags as a gift to my close friends, so they'll be able to store things like pencils and pens, erasers and notes. So I've headed off to a comfortable place to enjoy the sambusak and bagels. Sambusak. Just delicious. This is off the charts. So yummy. Oh. Let's try out the bagel now. Oh, wow. So salty and delicious. Some people wait until they reach their house or their car to eat the bagels, not me. I eat them on the spot. I'm so happy now that I ordered two. If you think that this time I've decided to eat in the hot Sahara desert on top of a dune, you are wrong. I simply reached the city of Hadera. I have to admit that the first thing I thought to myself when I got off the bus in this blazing hot area was, I think I've lost my way. I've reached the end of the universe. The city of Hadera is located in the Haifa district of Israel, in the northern Sharon region. It has a beautiful landscape, parks, amazing museums, and also a very famous restaurant, which is where I'm heading to. The restaurant is located in the Givat Olga neighborhood, a neighborhood that was founded near one of the Mediterranean Sea's most marvelous seashores. The restaurant is called Chipu Olga, Olga Skewers in English. When the brothers, Simo and Dubi, opened their barbecue restaurant 29 years ago, it was a very small operation that catered to a few of the locals. Today it is one of the most famous restaurants in Israel. One of the most popular meats they serve in Chipu Olga is kebab. I heard so many good things about their kebab, so I've decided to take the plunge and try it for myself. The restaurant opens up at 12 o'clock noon from Sunday to Thursday, and I got to the restaurant 30 minutes before it opened, so the place was empty when I arrived. I had a lot of luck, because I heard that this place is usually full. I decided to order their famous kebab along with some pitas, salad, roasted vegetables, tahini sauce, and amba sauce, which is an authentic Middle Eastern mango sauce. The kebab looked just amazing, so I dived right in and tried it. Oh wow. You have to try this. This is out of this world. You know that I always say that the food is amazing, but when I tell you that this is one of the best barbecue places I've visited in the world, I'm serious as a door. Believe me, there were no leftovers on my plate. The meat was super fresh, the vegetables were excellent, the service was fast and friendly. Can you really ask for more? A wise person once said to me, if you want to eat, it means that you are hungry. So I've decided to follow this advice and revisit Ramle to try out a place that is called a Tunisai Shel Eli. Eli is Tunisian in English. Eli serves Tunisian sandwiches, and his restaurant is located at Shderot Shlomo HaMelech Street, which is right next to the colorful Ramle Market. The place has been operating since 1950. It is considered by many to be the best in Israel, and it is highly praised by famous Israeli chefs and other Israeli celebrities. To create a Tunisian sandwich, the cook needs to take a piece of dough and deep fry it until it becomes a fried bun. The fried bun is then sliced open, and then the cook adds in harissa, which is a hot chili pepper paste, or pumpkin salad, pickled lemon, olives, tuna, egg, fresh salad, hot pepper, and a boiled potato. Now for the taste. The baguette is really tasty. It's a little bit spicy, I like it. The lemon just takes the sandwich to a whole new level. Just amazing. This was my first Tunisian sandwich, and it was truly amazing. What surprised me most about this sandwich is that you get so many different flavors in one bite due to the different ingredients that were put inside the bun. In Israel, a mother wants her son to grow up to be either a doctor, a lawyer, or a hummus eater. This is exactly the reason why I've decided to go eat hummus in Abu Hassan, Israel's oldest and most recognized hummus restaurant. Abu Hassan is based in Adolfin 1 Street in Jaffa, and it is located right next to the beautiful Jaffa port. The first thing I've noticed once I've arrived to the restaurant is that the restaurant is extremely popular and extremely tiny. That being said, I didn't have any problem getting a table, and I actually got seated the moment I arrived, despite the long line of people. You don't have to sit inside the restaurant, and you can also order food from the small window next to the entrance. I shared the table with a few people, which was a little strange to me in the beginning, but I quickly changed my mind once those people decided to share some of their pitas with me. I've ordered 1 plate of hummus, 1 plate of ful, which is a dish of cooked fava beans, 1 plate of masabcha, which has a different texture than hummus. It is foamy and it is a combination of warm cooked chickpeas, cumin, tahini, chopped parsley, garlic, lemon juice, sesame paste and paprika. And I also ordered another dish which is a mix of everything, hummus, ful and masabcha. The waiter actually asked me if I was sure that I wanted to order so much food, but I told him that he doesn't need to worry because I have a few friends coming over to eat with me. Thinking about this now, I hope that he isn't still waiting for them. The service at the restaurant was excellent, very quick, and all the people who work at the restaurant were super nice and friendly to me. Of course, not to the extent that we have become friends on Facebook, but I'm sure that you will feel welcome there. I really enjoyed my time in Abu Hassan. The hummus looked beautiful. It was smooth, nutty, sticky and dense, and with the ful, I really liked the lemon flavor. All the food was really delicious and fresh, and I also liked the fact that the food was cheap and handmade. Tel Aviv, Israel. A beautiful city with amazing beaches, outstanding vibes, the best nightlife, and of course some crazy delicious food. It is a comfort food destination that people from all over the world come to see and enjoy. Today I'm on a quest to find the best sabich that Tel Aviv has to offer. One great place that I've always heard about is Sabich Chernichovsky, that is based in Chernichovsky 2 Street. Sabich is a Jewish Iraqi pita that is stuffed with hard-boiled eggs and fried eggplant. You can also put different kinds of salads inside. The Sabich Chernichovsky restaurant looks extremely simple from the outside. It is a small shop and there aren't many places to sit, but I often love the simple places over the fancy ones. The first thing I've noticed once they started working on my order is that they are going to put a lot of time and effort into it. You see, I've eaten sabich in so many parts of Israel, but never have I seen a place where it takes them literally a few minutes to make a single sabich. Just by that, I know that I've come to the right place. The guy who made my sabich just started putting layer upon layer of ingredients, and this made me hungrier. He opened my pita, spreaded amba, which is a mango pickle condiment that I like more than my family actually. Then he inserted tahini sauce, fried eggplants, onions, hard-boiled eggs, seasoning, different kinds of salads, and all of this just made the entire pita look so glorious, complex and colorful. Actually, every time that I thought that he added the last layer of eggplant or paste, he just found yet another space in the pita to add just one more layer. This looks absolutely amazing. This is amazing. Absolutely stunning. I love this so much. I can eat this all day. This sabich was one of the best sabichs I ate in my life, if not the best. Just think of this sabich as a masterpiece sabich, and the other sabichs as just very good sabichs. Let's start by that the pita was extraordinarily light, the salads were excellent, the eggplant was just divine, and I always love the taste of the grilled onions and amba sauce inside the pita. I feel that there is a certain magic that happens when you add so many layers of goodness inside the pita. And I think that Sabich Chernichovsky is indeed creating some kind of magic that you simply must experience for yourself when you come to Tel Aviv. Right next to Sabir Chernichovsky you will find one of the most legendary falafels in Tel Aviv, which is called Johnny's Falafel, Falafel Banin in Hebrew. Johnny's Falafel is a small, all-in-the-wall restaurant. It is not fancy, and I just love the down-to-earth, old-school, traditional vibe it gives. Simply a family-run restaurant with no special frills or gimmicks. If you are hungry and you want to get a cheap, delicious meal with no complicated ingredients that will satisfy you immensely, then Johnny's Falafel should be right down your alley. I read on their sign that their falafel is gluten-free, so if you are interested, then you might want to ask them about it. Johnny's Falafel has been serving customers since 1955, and it is considered by many to be the best falafel in Tel Aviv. This is terrific. The fries are just amazing, and the pita is so light. I also like the vegetables and the tahini that they put inside. Oh. Just dynamite. The falafel balls are probably the best that I've tried so far. Oh. Wow. Just an excellent meal. This falafel was truly amazing. It was so fresh, hot, crisp and delicious. I truly enjoyed the fried potatoes, the salad and the tahini that they put inside the pita. The tahini was mixed nicely with the falafel balls, and this falafel was surely one of the best falafels that I've ate in Israel. One of the most talked about food spots in Tel Aviv is the Vetrina, a trendy burger joint that is located at a perfect location, Ibn Gavirol 36th Street. Ibn Gavirol is a very central street in Tel Aviv. It is very accessible with public transportation, and I wouldn't recommend that you come to it with your own car. It is simply hard to find free parking spots there. Once you are at Ibn Gavirol, you shouldn't find it hard to locate the Vetrina restaurant. But if you do struggle, just look for a very busy restaurant with a very long line of young people. The atmosphere inside the restaurant resembles the famous Tel Aviv vibe that is outside the restaurant, loud and full of life. When I stepped inside the restaurant, I felt like I was stepping inside an American diner due to the customers that I saw sitting at the bar. You can also choose to sit by the window, or you can simply find a seat outside the restaurant. Speaking of the restaurant, it was extremely busy when I arrived. I thought it would take the staff some time to prepare my burger due to the long queue, but surprisingly, I got my burger pretty fast. At the end, I've ordered a medium rare burger and French fries that were seasoned with lemon peel shreds, and I went to eat my meal in Rabin Square, which is the main city square. Let's try this out. I have no words. Outstanding. Wow. I can die right now. I hope that he didn't hear me. Wonderful flavor. You have to come to Tel Aviv just for this burger. Now let's try out the fries. Also looks amazing. Wow. The fries are just amazing with the lemon inside and the salt. Just the best fries that I've ever eaten. Wonderful. I can't tell you how happy I am. Wow. Just amazing. Salty, lemony, amazing. You must ask for horseradish and put horseradish on everything, on the burger and also on the fries. Just stunning. This super tender yet stable burger was just heaven on earth. And the fries? Oh, don't let me start talking about the fries. The fries were actually a huge refreshing surprise to me. Some of them were made from potatoes and others were made from sweet potatoes. And all of them got the amazing grated lemon peel that was drizzled on top of them. I also really liked that the sweet burger buns were light yet were able to hold all the heavenly juices inside of them without any problem whatsoever. My personal recommendation is to ask the staff at the restaurant to include a bit ketchup sauce with your order, and also just make sure that they add the lemon zest on the fries, so you'll get the full experience. There is no question that the Vetrina has set the bar high, and I actually don't think that I will ever find a burger joint that will top what I've experienced there. It is funny that some of the most recommended places to eat in Tel Aviv are the easiest to miss. In many times, those places don't have a big sign, they don't look fancy, and they can actually be easily overlooked, very much like me in high school. One of those places is Jasmino, a barbecue restaurant that is located at Alamein 97th Street, right opposite to a big synagogue. Jasmino was full of people when I arrived, and the first thing I've noticed when I entered the restaurant was the barbecue aroma curling up from the grill. There is something about the aroma of burning charcoal, the smoke pouring off of a grill, and seeing grilled meat that always makes me happy. The second thing I've noticed was the extremely short menu, and even though it is short, I guess it will take you some time to decide what you want to order. Everything looks so delicious. I have ordered a pita with sweet breads, which is basically the lamb organ meat from the thymus gland and pancreas. Wow. Words fail me in a time like this. This is absolutely one of the best dishes that I've ever eaten. This is absolutely insane. The amba and the meat and also the vegetables, amazing. This is just insane. Wow. Simply excellent food, and the combination of all the ingredients that they put inside this fluffy pita is really what makes this pita stand out from the crowd. The pita was stuffed with meat and the meat was perfectly seasoned. The meat was just so tender and so tasty that it blew my mind. I also loved the fresh salad and perfectly roasted vegetables that they put inside the pita, like onions and chilies, that really give this extra kick to the meal. Between you and me, there aren't many things in life better than salty smoked meat, right? If you come to Tel Aviv and ask yourself where is a good place to eat meat, then you just need to lift your eyes up to find out the answer. The Eat Meat restaurant is a very well-known restaurant in Tel Aviv, and it is located at King George 68th Street. The King George Street is one of the best streets in Tel Aviv to visit when you really want to experience the fun and energetic vibe of Tel Aviv. In Eat Meat, the grilling is done right in front of your eyes, and you can choose between a meat sandwich and a meat salad. If you're anything like me, then you don't want many options on the menu. When I have more than a few options to choose from, then I just find it hard to decide on what I want to order. So 2 options is perfect for me. I got my order very fast and went to eat my sandwich nearby. Wow, this sandwich looks amazing. Just a huge sandwich. Oh my god. Just delicious. This is out of this world. This is absolutely insane. The meat is just excellent, and the vegetables with the tomato and lettuce and onion, just words fail me in a time like this. Just delicious. The sandwich is just amazing. Believe me, in your life you don't need anything besides this. You will not forget this day. If I die right now, I will be fine. Wow. I love life. That was simply amazing. The crisp bread sandwich was just packed with juicy delicious meat that was so comforting and fulfilling. And the fresh vegetables were also excellent. The Eat Meat restaurant is really a hidden gem, and I actually didn't know of its existence for a very long time. The staff at the Eat Meat restaurant probably thought that from now on I will be visiting the restaurant every day. But no, I'm just not going to leave. Dilex is one of the most well-known family-run authentic Turkish burekas joints in Tel Aviv, and it is considered by many to be one of the best. Dilex is located in South Tel Aviv at the Agana 33 Street and is right next to the Agana railway station and the Tel Aviv's new Central Bus station, which is not so new by the way. In Dilex, the pastries, sweets and desserts are handmade, and to my great surprise the owner, Dilek, was kind enough to let me into her kitchen to see how she makes a burekas. You can also see her preparing the burekas through the sitting area. A burekas is a pastry which is made from phyllo dough and its origins in Turkish cuisine. The mother of Dilek's husband has taught her how to make a burekas when Dilek was just 15, and since then Dilek has been making one delicious burekas after another. It is really a breathtaking experience to just stand there in Dilek's kitchen and see how she makes the burekas. You can get your meal with an egg, some spicy sauce, and ayran, which is a yogurt-based beverage. I've ordered a water burekas with cheese and spinach. A water burekas is simply a burekas that you boil inside water, like you do when you prepare macaroni for example. My burekas was prepared super fast, and I actually just waited a few minutes to get it after I ordered. I've decided to eat my burekas in a park nearby instead of eating it inside the restaurant. This looks amazing. I have to try it out. just can't stop. Such an amazing burekas. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. Believe me when I say that you don't need anything in life apart from this. This is heaven, heaven on earth. The burekas was outstanding and its texture very much resembles the lasagna texture. It was fresh and truly amazing. If you want a taste of the amazing Istanbul while being in Israel, then you should definitely come to Dilex. This time I'm on a quest to find the most delicious Ethiopian food that the beautiful and bustling city of Tel Aviv has to offer. I've never eaten Ethiopian food in my life, so this food tour is going to be very special and exciting for me. While searching for Ethiopian restaurants in Tel Aviv, I found a restaurant that stopped me in my tracks. Balinjera. Balinjera is located in the Kerem HaTeimanim neighborhood at Malan 4th Street, and it serves authentic Ethiopian food alongside modern dishes. The first thing I noticed once I entered the restaurant is the simple, beautiful decor and the enchanting magical music that makes you feel like you've just been teleported to Ethiopia. Video can describe this amazing atmosphere that you feel inside the restaurant, and it is a huge part of the overall enjoyment. I've decided to order the vegan balinjera dish. You can also order meat dishes if you want. I was also happy to see the Ethiopian bread that is served on a big plate and looks a lot like a laffa with a thin spongy pancake texture. So let's see what we have here. We have the Ethiopian bread that is topped with various stews. We also have it rolled inside a bowl. We have two types of Ethiopian hummus, a brown one at the center which is a little bit spicy, and another yellow one that very much resembles corn right next to it and is not spicy at all. Going counterclockwise, we have brown cabbage with onion, then we have the yellow potato, carrot and cabbage, then we have the green lentils, we also have some mangold leaves, then orange lentils, and lastly we have the Ethiopian berberi hot sauce. I was so hungry at this point that I wanted to eat the food and the table, but because I prefer not to include wood in my diet, I decided to drop the idea. Now let's do a quick Ethiopian bread one-on-one. The Ethiopian bread is called injera. It is a flat bread, it is made out of teff flour, and it is sour since sourdough is used in its preparation instead of yeast. It is gluten-free, extremely healthy for us, and I personally like it because it soaks up all the heavenly juices that come from the stews. There aren't many things in life better than a flat bread soaked with tasty juices, right? Well, all you need to do is to open the injera bread, tear a very small piece, and while it is open, you just use it to scoop up something amazing. Let's try out the tahini with injera. The injera is wonderful with the tahini. You must try the injera with the tahini. It's simply amazing. Simply insane. I ended my meal with some black coffee that is called Buna. It is a very strong coffee and it was truly incredible. I will never ever forget the good time that I had in Balinjera, and this is going to be one of the food spots that I plan to visit a lot from now on. My mission to find delicious Ethiopian food continues, and while I ate some incredible food in Balinjera, I was still searching for this one dish that will knock my socks off. This time I am going to try out a killer Ethiopian dish, dulet. Now dulet is a spicy mixture of tripe, liver beef and peppers. It is served with mitmita, which is an Ethiopian spicy powdered seasoning mix, and a red hot sauce that very much resembles chug, which is the Yemeni hot sauce. If you are going to try dulet for the first time, like I am, the best place to go is Theodoros, an Ethiopian restaurant that is named after the Emperor of Ethiopia and is located at Allenby 13th Street. The restaurant is simply beautiful and I love the paintings they have on the walls. I've ordered the dulet and started eating. so tasty. Wonderful, simply wonderful. Wow. So this is spicy. I'm going to put some spice here. Let's see if it's not too spicy. So just put in a little bit. Wow. Ooh. Wow. This is good to wake up in the morning. This is meat heaven. Now, no one should eat alone, which was why I was happy when Avi, the customer who sat right next to me, offered me to taste some of his food. He ordered a grilled lamb dish, which is called ibek tips. To be perfectly honest, I liked Avi's dish even more than I liked my dish, and because of that, I accidentally ate most of his food. I guess that just trying out food is not something that I'm very good at, and when I realized that I ate most of Avi's food, I shared my meal with him as well. You are my new best friend. There's nothing like eating from another customer's plate to really understand another culture. Then we both ordered a cool Ethiopian beer called Raya, which was simply extraordinary. Eating with Avi just made the whole experience even better. Proven once again that it is great to dine alone, but it's even better dining with new friends. If you think that I would be filled up after all this Ethiopian food, then you may want to get to know me better. With this glorious meal under my belt, I was off for another Ethiopian culinary experience. For my next adventure, I head out on a trip to Khabash, a very recommended Ethiopian restaurant that is located at Negev 10th Street in South Tel Aviv, about 20-minute drive from Kerem HaTemanim. I've heard that Khabash serves a melt-in-your-mouth Ethiopian meat dish, which basically means that I've got to check it out. This is Khabash. 3 sisters own this restaurant and have been running it for the past 9 years. You can find the 3 sisters either in the painting on the wall or simply right next to you. These amazing sisters not only take tasty Ethiopian food very seriously, but are also extremely nice and generous. The Ethiopian house-like feeling of Khabash, combined with the exotic music that is playing in the background and the beautiful paintings that are hanged on the walls, add to the mystique and enhance the whole experience. I've ordered a mixed meat dish which includes several meat dishes inside it. All the dips are placed on top of the healthy injera bread, which is very fluffy and full of calcium, which will keep your bones healthy. The owner took one of the injera breads and then she began plating. She placed the injera bread on a tray, then added salad in the middle of it, and then 4 stews around the salad. We have spicy ground beef, then going clockwise we have goulash, which is a stew of meat that is not spicy at all. We have then another goulash dip that is spicy, and finally we have the potato and carrot dip. The great thing about this specific dish is that it doesn't focus on just one kind of meat, and it really gives you an option to experience a variety of different flavors. Of course, if you prefer not to eat meat, you can order the injera with colorful vegetarian dips. Going counterclockwise, you have hummus, peas, lentils, potato with cabbage, and salad made of tomato and lettuce. But let's go back to the mixed meat dish that I've ordered. This is very good.
Yeah.
We'll try some of this. This is the potato.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. I'm trying from everything. I'll take a little bit from everything.
Spicy.
Well, spicy, a little bit
yeah.
spicy,
Yeah.
but very
But
good.
it is good.
Yes, it's not too spicy. This is my favorite. I like it best. Even though it's spicy, I like it. I'm going to be fat because I'm going to eat this all day.
Yeah.
Wow, wow. This is my favorite one because I like the spicy contrast.
So
Simply out of this world.
is,
Just amazing. Simply amazing. I'm not going to leave. Can I live here?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to leave here.
Of course.
Absolutely terrific. Such an amazing food. I just can't stop. Wow, wow, wow. We try the meat with the potatoes together, doing some kind of mix. Wow. Hot, spicy goodness. I'm not sure if I'm holding it correctly, but I hope so. There is a method to this. I'm getting better at this. Really excellent. Simply extraordinary. One of the most well-known restaurants in Tel Aviv serving authentic Ethiopian food is called Lucy. The Lucy restaurant is a 5-minute walk from the Habash restaurant. It is located on Derech Menachem Begin 48th Street and it is named after the world's most famous early human ancestor, discovered in Ethiopia. This restaurant, like the previous restaurants that I visited, looks very traditional and simply beautiful. This time I invited my younger brother to eat with me. After we have both ordered, I went straight to the kitchen to see the cooking process. The first thing I saw when I entered the kitchen was a beautiful vegetarian dish that was prepared for another customer, and it is called firfer. It is a combination of shredded injera bread that is mixed with berberry spice, black pepper, spicy paprika, garlic, onion and tomato. I ordered a dish called tips, which is beef pan-fried with peppers, onions, garlic, a touch of rosemary, and it is served with salad. My brother ordered 2 different beef dishes that were mixed together. One of the beef dishes is called alicha segawat and the other is called kai segawat. Alicha segawat contains beef cubes that are prepared with curry and various spices, and kai segawat contains beef cubes with red Ethiopian pepper sauce and additional spices. Both dishes were served with yellow beans, green lentils, red lentils, and shiro, which is a stew that combines yellow lentils with a lot of spices. My dish was served with 2 additional hot spices, a green one and a red one. I was also given a fork, but I'm not going to use it. That's for total beginners to Ethiopian food. Let's try this out. Try the meat and see how it goes. Wow, this is really good. Let's try out the dips. I'll try the orange dip. Just grab it and then I put it in the mouth. Wow, this is spicy. Wow. Wow. Extraordinary. Let's try this. Wow, this is spicy as well. Ooh, that's so good. I really like this. Nice. I'm trying one from each. Let's try this one. Wow. Simply extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary. You can just eat this all day. It's hot, it's spicy. The meat is wonderful. Really well done. Hard to grab, but I'll be able to do it in the end. The meat is the best thing here. I can eat this meat all day. And with all the toppings, this is just wonderful. Simply extraordinary. I love Ethiopian food. Ethiopian food is my go-to place from now on. So extraordinary. I'll try to put some of the sauces here. Those are very spicy, very hot. Just put a little bit. This is the injera bread, which is also eatable. This very much resembles horseradish or wasabi. Wow, this is amazing. I have to put some more. Wow. This is absolutely the best thing I tried so far with regard to sauces. Must try this. Wow. This just puts another flavor to the whole dish. Absolutely another flavor. Extraordinary. Wow. I'm just going to put everything because it's not too spicy. Wow. Wow, put too much.
So when I tried,
If you want to end the meal right, then don't forget to try out the strong Buna coffee. Simply extraordinary, just extraordinary. My brother and I both agreed that our meals were off the charts. The Lucy restaurant is truly outstanding, and it was a great way to wrap up my amazing food tour. Netanya is a beautiful resort city in central Israel, and even though Israel is a small country and cities are very close to each other, I haven't visited Netanya for more years than I care to admit. Tonight I'm going to change that. I'm visiting the Nishi restaurant that was recommended to me by my family. It is a new Asian restaurant that is located at 113 Oved Ben Ami Avenue, and it is right under the also new West Lagoon Resort Hotel. These days, I usually race around Israel in my search for some delicious street foods. This time, I'm trying out a fancy restaurant. Speaking of the restaurant, you should definitely book a place in advance because I've heard that the restaurant is always packed. The restaurant is located very close to the sea, and this is simply amazing because this sets a really relaxing atmosphere. The first thing you'll notice once you enter the restaurant is that it is simply huge and super trendy. You can tell that a lot of attention has gone into the small details. Everything from the decor to the staff outfits has been carefully planned in advance. I really like the wooden tables, the bar that is placed inside the restaurant, and the window that lets you see what's going on inside the kitchen. I've also noticed that the menu is very big and really covers a lot of dishes from the Asian cuisine. In the menu, you will find dishes from India, Japan, China and Thailand. Now don't let all this food fool you. I didn't overorder. This time I just came with my whole family to eat, so I can cover as much food as possible. The first thing I tried is the beautiful looking Vietnamese spring roll that surprisingly I've never eaten before. It's 4 spring rolls filled with chicken breast, vegetables, glass noodles, iceberg lettuce, fresh leaves, and I have to admit it looks very cool. You can eat the spring roll in any way you like, of course, but to get the best experience, you should grab it with the lettuce and then add basil leaves and chili sauce. Then I've tested one of my favorite dishes in the whole world, sushi. There were many sushi rolls that I was ecstatic about, but my favorite was the one with the red tuna. Then I've tried the sandwich with salmon and avocado, which was ridiculously good. Then I ate the pad thai, which is rice noodles with tofu, chicken or shrimps. I chose chicken, and it contains carrot, omelette, bean sprouts, green onions, white cabbage, crushed peanuts and coriander in red tamarind sauce. Then we ended the meal with some divine desserts like the half-frozen creme brulee candies with green Japanese tea that are served on top of some incredible petal sauce. I know that all those desserts are a nightmare when it comes to calories, but boy, they are good. The Nishi restaurant has perfected the art of Asian cuisine. We all loved everything we ordered, and we ordered quite a lot of food. I think that now is a good time to turn in my knife and fork and head back home to sleep. Hi guys, what's up? This is Amir Rimmerir. I'm here in a Japanese restaurant called Oban Kuban, and I'm here with my good friend Gil.
Your brother.
The Oban Koban restaurant is located at Arba 16th Street in Tel Aviv, and it is named after an alley in Tokyo, Japan. This restaurant is a very renowned restaurant in Israel. It offers modern Japanese street food that is based on traditional recipes, and I've come just in time for the lunch rush. This time, my dining companions are my brother and his wife, fellow lovers of good food who share my passion for the Japanese cuisine. Now, some may think that the Japanese cuisine is all about sushi, but nothing can be further from the truth, at least according to a guy who said so in an online forum. The Oban Koban restaurant is beautiful, the vibe in the restaurant is very chill, and it shows that a lot of thought has gone into the Japanese theme that is dominating the restaurant. I've started my meal by ordering agadashi tofu, and no need to say bless you, this is simply the name of the dish, and it is a beautiful looking dish that contains crispy tofu cubes in hot tencye sauce, which is a Japanese tempura dip with nameko mushrooms, minced radish and scallions. Now, if you are anything like me and you believe that texture is also taste, then you will simply adore this dish because it is all about texture. The texture of the tofu cubes along with the wonderful tencye sauce is really what makes this dish shine. The next dish I tried is called yakisoba. This is another good looking dish that I have not ordered myself but rather stole from my brother's wife right when she was about to eat it. She still doesn't want to talk to me after doing this, and I respect that. This dish contains fried wheat noodles, chicken, cabbage, carrot, pepper, onion with soy and chili sauce. It is a super tasty dish which is served steamy hot and is full with different kinds of flavors. It was sweet in a very good way and the meat was extraordinary. Now, the Oban Koban restaurant is most known for their ramen, so I had to try out one of the best dishes they have, which is the miso ramen. This is a dish that my brother has ordered, and it contains noodle soup with grilled chicken, boiled egg, shiitake mushrooms, spinach, sprouts and scallions. I always love soups that contains lots of ingredients inside. The color of this noodle soup is really amazing, and it just tastes extremely good. Lastly, after eating from everyone's dishes and losing some important relationships along the way, I've started to eat my main dish, which was the tenten ramen. This is a huge bowl of noodle soup with miso, which is the traditional Japanese seasoning that is produced by fermenting soybeans, ground beef, tobanjen, which is a chili bean sauce, chili, sesame seeds, boiled egg, shiitake mushrooms, spinach, sprouts and scallions. This dish was super fulfilling. It was also extremely diverse with all the different flavors that you experience, and I really liked that it was steaming hot and that there were so many noodles inside. There was a reason why they called me the slurping machine in high school. This was for me the ultimate comfort food and really the perfect solution for the cold winter time. If you love Japanese food, then the Oban Koban restaurant will just be perfect for you. I can smell a good restaurant from miles away, and this restaurant was no exception. We all had an amazing time in Oban Koban, and I salute the cooks and owners for their fabulous authentic food and fast, friendly service. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video, and don't forget to click the like button, to subscribe and to share the video on Tinder, on Grindr, on Instagram, on Facebook, on all the social platforms. Hi guys, what's up? It's Amir Rimmerir. Today I'm going into Sarona Market and I'm going to see how many different kinds of food I can consume in one visit. I will see you there.
Sarona Market. Located at Aluf Kalman Megan Free Street at the heart of Tel Aviv, the Sarona Market is a food paradise. There is a little bit of something for everyone in here. Israeli food, Japanese food, German food, and lots of sweets. This is one amazing market, and all of this diversity can put you in a stimulation overload. You really don't feel like you're in Israel while walking in Sarona Market, and you actually feel like you've been transported to Europe. You have a roof over your head, air conditioning, Wi-Fi, and beautiful music playing in the background. This amazing food complex has a very relaxing atmosphere and really a vibe of its own. This is Israel's largest indoor market, and it is extremely exciting. The market operates 7 days a week. It's on an area of 8,700 square meters and it has 91 shops. There are so many food shops inside this complex that I actually found it hard to decide what I want to eat. At the end, I've decided to try out some Moroccan food in a restaurant called Chicho. Chicho is the nickname of the owner Liel, and this nickname was given to him by his late grandmother Ruth. Ruth was an amazing cook, and with her very unique recipes, she created some incredible Moroccan dishes. I've decided to order the Aziza sandwich. This is a sandwich that contains beef meatballs in fresh tomato sauce with onions and herbs. I really like to see that the staff has placed the pots that contain the meatballs inside the restaurant, and in this way you know that you are getting a very special meal. The sandwich comes out of the oven, the meatballs are placed inside it and then served to you. This bread was truly incredible. It was handmade, super crisp, firm, and really the perfect vehicle for soaking up all the heavenly juices that come from the meatballs, preserved lemon paste, and pickled cucumber. The meatballs were juicy, cooked perfectly, and I really feel that what makes this dish truly unique is the combination of all the ingredients. You know, I can eat meatballs all day long, but I was dying to try out some amazing dessert that I've heard so much about. The Belgian waffle at frozen yogurt ice cream parlor. This Belgian waffle, with all the chocolate that was put on it, was just too spectacular to miss. This is not your traditional square Belgian waffle that you probably ate so many times in the past, but it is actually a waffle that is divided into small cubes that are later placed on a stick. You can actually choose if you want to order it with frozen yogurt or with ice cream. I chose ice cream. Then you can add to it fruits, granola, nuts, different kinds of chocolate, cranberries, and the list goes on. The ice cream was simply incredible, and the thing I enjoyed the most was to combine the Belgian waffle cubes with all the different chocolate balls and fruits that I added to the ice cream. The waffle itself was extremely delicious, and it was amazing to see it presented in a brand new way. There is no question that a waffle on a stick has become one of my favorite desserts. I was very full at this point, so I was about to leave Sarona Market, yet when I was just about to leave, I heard that someone was calling my name. It was the pancake balls. This guy is a pro. Those pancake balls looked so incredible that I just had to try them out. You have white chocolate inside the balls, brown chocolate that is drizzled on them, and there are also other toppings that you can add to make your experience even greater. I added cherries. This dessert was out of sight, and it was probably one of the best desserts that I had in my life. I have to admit that I never expected it to be so amazing, but it was. I know that I call a lot of things amazing, incredible, and out of sight, but when I tell you that this is one of the best desserts that I've ever eaten, I'm super serious. The pancake balls were so extraordinary, the chocolate was simply divine, but I feel that the cherries that I added at the very last minute was what really gave this dessert this extra boost, a comforting, fruity taste. Tel Aviv, one of the greatest, most beautiful cities on planet Earth, and from what I heard, a vegan paradise. For as long as I can remember, I've never intentionally visited a vegan restaurant. Sometimes it turned out that the restaurant that I visited was vegan, but never have I planned to visit one in advance. For years I've mainly visited restaurants that offer meat dishes and maybe some salad on the side, so I'm kind of uneasy about what kind of food I'm going to eat in this vegan food tour. But because tofu has always been my middle name in high school, I felt that the risk was well worth taking. So if you like food, people, imaginary friends, and living the day like it's your last, then grab your eggplant and potato and let's go! Hi guys, what's up? This is Amir Rimmer here, and today I'm going to a vegan restaurant that is called Goodness, and I'm here with my good friend
Rafi?
Rafi?
Yes.
Rafi, I remember the name, but I wanted to know that you know the name as well. So
Okay, yeah,
you
I know my name, yes.
Yes, you always need to make sure. So we're going there now, and I hope that you will join us. So Rafi, are you coming?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
coming. Okay.
It took you a long time to think about it, but thank you. The Goodness restaurant is located at King George 41 Street, and I have to admit that the name of the restaurant alone made me want to try it out. After all, with a name like Goodness, you just can't go wrong. The restaurant is simply beautiful and has a really great vibe. As a starter, we decided to order the crispy Mexican dish, which is 3 tortillas with black bean spread, guacamole, soy meat, tomatoes and sour cream. Okay, now Rafi is going to taste his dish and let's see what he thinks about it. Okay. Yeah, yes.
Very tasty.
Yes, you like it?
Yes.
Can you describe the flavor when you have time?
Okay, tortilla based, just like any regular tortilla you buy, I guess. There's avocado paste, avocado spread, and on the top it's soy meat.
Soy meat?
Meat, yes, it's soy-based meat, as you can see. And there's a sour cream also on the top. It's,
I see that you like to put a little bit sauce on your nose every time. It's a part of the enjoyment of the dish. Yes. I didn't know that because it's not something that I'm used to.
It's an Israeli tradition.
It's a tradition to put a sauce on your face. Okay. So people don't know that what we
Okay.
what we
Yes,
know.
it's,
But they don't use. Never not used to it. Okay, now you're not doing it. Okay. Can you describe the taste? What do you feel? Is it sour? Is it
avocado, it's a little bit sour because the lemon I put.
okay?
And the avocado is seasoned with pepper, salt, and that's about it. Just it's a kind of a guacamole, let's say.
And let's say from 1 to 10, how much would you give this meal? 10 is the highest score you can give. 1 is the lowest.
10 is the highest.
Yes. Do you want to come back to me 10 days from now and tell me what you think? I'm just asking a very simple question. Okay. I wanted it in a number, but
the
it's
honor,
okay.
my legendary thumbs up.
I wanted you to give me a number, but that will do. Okay, I'm now trying from Rafi's food. What is the name of the dish again?
Home fry. Oops.
Your dish. We have a good memory, both of us. We remember something and then forget a second
רגע,
later.
הוא לקח את ה...
Okay. You know
One
that
second.
I no longer have blood in my arm.
He took the menu, so...
You forgot. This is what happens when you turn
Crispy
40.
Mexican.
Crispy Mexican.
Yes.
Thank you. Wow. I'm surprised. I thought it's going to be not so good, but it's amazing. Wow. The tortilla, very much like a chips. It feels like eating a chip. And there is the avocado as a topping, and it really adds to the dish. Very sour, and everything is very light, and something. I have to admit that I'm quite surprised how tasty it is. This side dish was simply outstanding. Finally, the main event. the Goodness Restaurant homemade hamburger with fries. It is a garlic confit, onions and mushrooms burger, soy based, which is served in a fresh bun with mayo, Thousand Island sauce, tomato, lettuce, pickles and garlic jam. I asked the waiter not to include the vegan cheese in my hamburger because my rule of thumb is that I never eat cheese before driving, and I had my car with me. Let's try it out.
בטוח?
It's surprising because you don't feel like you are eating a veggie burger. It seems like a
Feels
real
like a real burger.
Feels like a real burger. We just got fries that we didn't order, but we're going to try it. Okay.
It's very long, as you can see.
This is regular fries, nothing special about the fries. It's good with ketchup, like any fries. Like any fresh fries. And either the chipotle sauce, let's try the chipotle. Maybe the sauce is the special thing here. Wow. It's a little bit spicy and it
Yes.
feels like a barbecue sauce, right?
Yeah, barbecue, yes.
Really good. Both the hamburger and fries were simply out of this world. And we also got small delicious potatoes. My friend Rafi decided to order the super burger, which is the Goodness Restaurant double cheeseburger with a bun in the middle. Inside the bun you will find lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, mushrooms, aioli sauce, garlic and the Thousand Island sauce. You can choose between adding artichoke and pineapple to your hamburger. Rafi chose artichoke. So, I think that you can start the eating process.
Now?
I think so, no? You are waiting for
Okay.
someone?
I love to cut my burger
Ah, yes? I didn't know that, because I usually eat it as is.
because it's
Ah,
way too big to put in my small mouth.
well, you can see right away that it's not the first time that you are doing it.
Yes.
This is the Pose Pro.
Now I can fit it in my...
I see that it's good that it's a long video because this is quite a process.
It's... Okay, I can't find the button of my... Oh, okay.
Not a lot of people can find it.
No. Okay, how do I...
You just put it in your mouth like in the traditional way. You really know how to bite into an hamburger.
Okay, this... the vegan cheese is very good.
Okay.
Tastes like a regular cheese.
Okay.
Has a good texture of cheese.
Okay.
And the burger itself...
But do you feel the artichoke? Can you feel it? Can you taste it?
not here.
Not here? So where? Not here. This is the place that you need to feel.
I think the artichoke is another part of the bun.
Another part
But
of the
you can
bun.
feel a strong taste of mushroom in the burger.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you give it?
9.
9 out of 10, right? That's a good mark. You know, it's good grade to give.
It's pretty good. Let me try the mushroom for itself. Very good.
Yes.
Oh, there's the artichoke.
You
I found it.
found the artichoke. Now, because Rafi found it out to eat the entire hamburger all by himself, I had to break my previous rule of thumb of never eating cheese before driving and enforce another rule of thumb, which is to always help a friend who can't finish his meal. Let's try out Rafi's burger. This is how I call it, Rafi's burger. Wow, the mushrooms are just incredible. Don't you think? That's incredible.
You can never believe that this is a vegan hamburger.
At the end of the meal, both Rafi and I have decided to share the legendary Galaxy chocolate dessert. This is a chocolate ball that is filled with mascarpone cream on a bed of mascarpone with crumble and a hot Belgian chocolate sauce that is poured on it.
Wow, this is amazing.
The experience that I had in the Goodness restaurant was a real eye-opening experience for me. I simply couldn't believe how good vegan food can taste, and this is the reason why there weren't any leftovers. I've been eating real meat and cheese in restaurants since I was born. Not when I was 2 years old, of course, but a few years later. And the vegan meat and cheese that I ate in the Goodness restaurant tasted exactly the same, if not better. The atmosphere in the restaurant was amazing, the service was fast and friendly, and the Goodness restaurant has surely become one of my top food spots in Israel. Also, because I've never had a vegan hamburger before, I can now say that this is the best vegan hamburger I have ever eaten. I spent the entire day calling all my friends to try to invite him to come with me to eat, but because he didn't want to pick up the phone, I had to go alone. Honestly, I wanted to shoot the entire vegan food tour with a food companion, so I did a test video in which I tried to pretend like I'm eating with a friend to see if it looks and feels reliable. But after I reviewed the footage, I decided that the format of two friends eating doesn't look reliable when I go to eat alone. So at the end, I've dropped the imaginary friend and went to eat all by myself in the Green Cat Pizzeria. The Green Cat Pizzeria is located at 11 7th Street in South Tel Aviv, and it has been serving pizzas for the last 4 years. It is a very nice and cozy place with a young crowd, and it has a very chill atmosphere. If you find it hard to locate the pizzeria, then just try to find a cat with black eyes that is smiling at you and follow it. Of course, I don't mean that you should follow any cat that you see on the street, but specifically the green cat that is painted on the pizzeria's wall. Now, I've never eaten a vegan pizza before, so this was a brand new experience for me. The waitress was extremely friendly. She helped me to choose the toppings on my pizza, and she also arranged for me a backstage pass in order to film the pizza preparation. I've ordered a pizza that is half artichoke and broccoli, half mushroom and fresh herbs. The fresh herbs consist of basil and green onions. They don't use a dough roller machine here, so because the dough is opened by hand and also because it is very wet, it will take you around 15 minutes to get the pizza in your hand from the time you ordered, which is perfect in my book. Simply a good size, relatively thin crust, delicious crunchy pizza with amazing toppings and incredible house-made creamy cashew cheese that felt exactly like cow cheese. Wow. Amazing. The cheese is simply amazing. It's a cashew cheese and simply out of this world. So tasty. And the sauce with the oregano and garlic is spicy, but you must try it out. Simply incredible. Simply amazing. I think that I took the best toppings. So many cheese, and the cheese is simply incredible. Wow.
Wow. I love the crust. The pizza is so crispy. The dough itself is so crispy. Thin and crispy. Wow. Simply a good size, relatively thin crust, delicious crunchy pizza with amazing toppings and incredible house-made creamy cashew cheese that felt exactly like cow cheese. This time Rafi and I went to eat in a vegan coffee shop that is called Anastasia, and it is a coffee shop that is located at Frischmann 54th Street. I read online that you should call and order a table in advance, but there was no queue when we arrived, and we actually got seated right away. You can either sit inside the coffee house or, like we did, grab a seat outside on the porch. The place was full with mostly young people and the vibe was very relaxing. I've started the meal by ordering a hot beverage, which is the house special, almond milk with vanilla, dates and cinnamon, which is also served cold.
Babe.
Wow, it's really good. Feels like regular milk, and there is also the cinnamon here, which really adds to the flavor. It is served hot. It's like drinking hot milk with cinnamon, but much more flavorful.
Rafi ordered one of the coffee house starter dishes, which is called masala dosa. This is a salty Indian crepe made of fermented rice and urad lentils. It is filled with spicy potatoes, matbucha, cilantro chutney, cashew yogurt, arugula, tomatoes, red onions and green chili. A great way to eat this dish is exactly like they do it in India, by tearing pieces from the crepe and scooping up the ingredients.
Absolutely amazing.
Can you describe the flavor?
A lot of leaves
Yes.
and potato.
But is it sour? Is it sweet?
It's very lightly seasoned.
Lightly seasoned?
Yeah, it's not spicy, it's not mild, very mild. The potato is actually pretty good.
The potato, okay.
Not even spicy.
Not spicy.
And it's a bit sour in some spots.
In some places it's sour?
I asked Rafi if he was enjoying the meal, and he answered me with his legendary sign of approval.
I now took a little bit of Rafi's crepe, and I'm going to try it out. You know, it feels a lot like eating falafel, like falafel balls.
Now for the main dish, shakshuka. This beautiful dish consists of polenta and tofu balls on slow-cooked tomato sauce, garlic and spinach. It is served with labane, smoked eggplant cream, tahini, and it comes with Moroccan gluten-free bread.
Okay, let's try out the bread with the balls and the shakshuka together. Wow. Wow. Let's try the bread with the labane. Here it is. I love labane. You like labane?
It's vegan.
Very nice. Let's try it with the bowl. Very delicious. Okay. Both Rafi and I really enjoyed our time in Anastasia. The atmosphere in Anastasia was lovely and the service was fast. But was the food as good as the food I ate in top non-vegan coffee houses that are serving similar food? Oh yeah, it was simply incredible. Do you know that my girlfriend, her name is Anastasia? Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yes, but a few months ago she told me that she has an affair.
No. With a man?
Not,
With a
no,
woman?
not with a man, not with a woman. Actually, do you know in National Geographic when you see people that are in love with an object like a car? So for some reason,
okay.
I heard that she's in love with the wall.
Oh, okay. Is she still with the same wall?
I prefer not to ask.
My vegan addiction has taken me to a highly recommended restaurant that is called Meshek Brazilai. The restaurant is regarded as one of the top organic restaurants in Israel and it is located in a very quiet area in the stunning Neve Tzedek neighborhood. This restaurant is located at Echad Ha'am 6th Street and it was opened in 2002 by its owner, Merav Brazilai. Merav had the dream of building a vegetarian kitchen that was based entirely on organic ingredients. 16 years later, Merav also opened a delicatessen which you can find right next to the restaurant. I thought about visiting the delicatessen as well, but as one of the great teachers, Gordon Sumner, once said, I forgot. Once you are inside the restaurant, you can either grab a seat in the indoor dining space, the glass patio, or you can also sit in the garden. I decided to order the Mexican autumn dish that consists of tofu and avocado ceviche with chili and coriander, corn tortilla, green onion, cream and jalapeno. This dish was pure fun, basically a tower of avocado that you can wipe with some crazy delicious nachos, the perfect parking lot food. I will be sure to visit this stunning restaurant in the very near future. I'm so loving vegan food. After finishing my meal at the Meshek Brazilai restaurant, I was not sure if I wanted to visit just one more restaurant or if I wanted to head back home and call it a day. But then I remembered the words of an old Chinese man that once said to me right after I finished my meal, "Tu chi die." Now I don't remember if he meant that I should eat a little more or if he just cleared his throat, but at the end I've decided to follow my gut and go eat. I went to eat in a restaurant that is called Bana. It is a restaurant that is just a few minutes walk from the Meshek Brazilai restaurant and it is located at Nachmani 36th Street. This is a relatively new restaurant in a relatively quiet street that was opened by two chefs, Hanoch Shechter and Dana Watts. They learned their craft from one of Israel's most popular celebrity chefs, Chef Eyal Shani. Bana is a stunning colorful restaurant that looks a lot like an apartment inside an old building rather than a typical restaurant. You can sit inside the restaurant as I did, yet if you prefer to enjoy the incredible street atmosphere, then you can also sit outside on a small front patio or in the garden that is decorated with fairy lights. I've ordered the Jerusalem artichoke dish that consists of tomato sauce, olives, herbs, roasted tomatoes with some chilies on top.
Wow. Really amazing. It's a little bit spicy. Totally amazing. Wow. Wow. Really like the herbs and that it's a little bit spicy. Wow. Really feels like eating a potato. I love the spiciness and the herbs and the texture of the Jerusalem artichoke.
Yeah, checking out.
Really delicious. Oh,
Oh, you cut the over 5-star hotel. Right, you do that yogurt. But why do you offer?
it's spicy, but not overwhelming. Really spicy, but in such a degree that you can handle. There are also olives inside. Black olives. Simply delicious.
This was an amazing dish. It was quite mild, savory dish that for me was spicy, but not too spicy. Now I couldn't find the name for the next dish that I got, but it consists of seasonal ingredients, burnt beets and persimmon in orange vinaigrette on top of cashew cream and fresh leaves.
This is the persimmon. Really delicious, really sweet.
I'm trying to give it
Amazing.
something
There is also mango here. Really delicious. Really tasty, very refreshing. Very refreshing.
Because what you can do is you can, that's a weird setup, but you can buy like, even for the iPhone, you can buy it.
Wow. Also a little bit salty. Salty and sweet. Amazing combination.
This was an incredible meal. Persimmon is one of my favorite fruits, and even though I didn't think at first that beets can go well with persimmon, they actually did, and it was delicious. I finished my meal with a chocolate bar and grapes dessert. The grapes added an amazing freshness to this dessert, and because I absolutely adore coconut, I really enjoyed this dish as well. The food at the Bana restaurant was extremely delicious, fresh, in season and beautifully presented. The service was very friendly and I just loved the beautiful garden and patio. In the previous vegan restaurants that I visited, I felt that there were certain food items on the menu that were there to kind of ease people into trying vegan food for the first time, but not here. The menu here is entirely plant-based, and I didn't feel like they were trying to mimic non-vegan food. Don't get me wrong, I love restaurants that offer burgers and pizzas with meat and cheese substitutes, but it was refreshing to see this little gem restaurant that is kind of saying, this is who I am, I'm not trying to please everyone. I strongly feel that they are onto something here in Bana, and that if they stick to their originality, quality and warm service, then they are going to continue their success for many years. No matter if you are used to eating vegan food or if you have never eaten vegan food before, you are in for a real treat here in Bana. I really enjoyed my time here and I will be sure to come back with friends next time. What a glorious day! This is Jerusalem, Israel, one of the oldest, most cosmic cities in the world and also one of the world's most famous food towns. This time I'm visiting Ishtabach, a name that combines two Hebrew words, man and cook. This Syrian Kurdish restaurant is located in the Machane Yehuda market at Ashikma 1 Street, and it serves very unique pastries that are filled with crazy meat fillings and are baked inside a tabun oven, which is a clay oven. Oren Sasson Levy decided to open this restaurant during rehabilitation period. He survived a horrible medical condition. In this restaurant he serves food that he grew up with, his grandmother's food, and he focuses on one traditional food item, shamburak, that actually looks very much like a sambusak. The shape of the shamburak resembles a boat, but inside this dough boat you will not find a person, but rather different meat fillings such as sado, chick meat, tongue meat, and even head meat. The dough is made from flour, yeast, sugar, salt, cold water, and it slowly rises. To the dough, Oren adds Indian puree, made from mustard seeds, coriander, curry, and turmeric. The meat is cooked for almost 20 hours on average. In addition to the meat, Oren also adds lemon, parsley, coriander, garlic, olive oil, salt, pepper, sweet chili, and fried onion. This shamburak sounds interesting, right? Speaking of the word shamburak, I'm sensing that Oren really likes to combine words together, because even the name shamburak is a twist on two Hebrew words, Shem and Mevurach. Shem means name and also God, and Mevurach means blessed. The restaurant was a dream of Oren. He wanted to have a restaurant where he can serve Kurdish dishes that he grew up with in Jerusalem. So in 2014, with the help of friends, he opened this restaurant that has become a huge success.
Very good. I love the meat. Just delicious. Wow. Hot and tasty. I love the lemon that they put on the meat. Just amazing. And the onions. The pastry is just amazing. I didn't expect it to be so good. Simply delicious.
Those beautiful stuffed shamburaks were out of this world. I really like the combination of dough, meat, mashed potato, onions and herbs. The pastry was crispy and the meat was juicy, tasty and tender. If you're a meat lover that loves great atmosphere, then this is the place that you want to go. And if you're coming with a friend who loves vegetarian food, then tell him or her that there is also a vegetarian dish on the menu. This is the first time that I'm eating a shamburak, and it is the first time that I'm eating crazy fillings like cheek, tongue, head, and they were all delicious. What a splendid place! The streets of Israel and amazing food go hand in hand. In Israel we embrace the traditional falafel and hummus, but some of us, like me, are always on the hunt for the new. Fortunately, for people like me, restaurants in Israel have to get creative with what they serve due to the ferocious competition. So from time to time, I can either find some crazy dishes on the menus or some new restaurants that only serve exotic dishes. So this time I've decided to leave behind my regular shawarma and burekas and go out on a journey to find out those under the radar crazy dishes. This time I went to visit a new falafel restaurant which is called the Belgian Falafel. In this falafel joint you get a falafel that is made in a waffle machine. Yes, you heard me right, a waffle machine. Speaking of falafel, I always feel that I'm the best person to talk about falafels. After all, my father was a falafel maker, my mother was a falafel eater, and my friend saw a falafel. So I went to the Belgian falafel joint that is located at 119 Rothschild Street at the city of Rishon LeZion. I have to admit that I had my doubts. I'm a hardcore falafel lover, but never have I tried something quite like this. Can you really mix the European Belgian falafel that is associated with desserts with the Israeli falafel, which is salty? I had to find out. Almog Shem Tov, a lover of piercing and also the person who came up with this out-of-the-box idea, says that the idea came to him from lack of sleep. He and his wife, the owner, have two businesses. Almog has a piercing business for the past 20 years and his wife is working in the falafel joint. Now let's talk about the pita. The pita itself is made of falafel balls. It is split into a pocket and inside the pocket you can add ingredients such as tahini, hummus, pickles, hot peppers, cabbage and salad.
Let's see how it tastes. Absolutely insane.
I really enjoy this falafel, and honestly I also like it because it just looks stunning. I didn't really believe that a pita that is made of falafel balls can be a success, yet I liked it. From a constructional standpoint, making a pita from falafel balls makes sense. You see, making a pita from a Belgian waffle makes the pita firmer, and thus it can prevent all the juices from ripping the pita apart. Not to mention that you get many more falafel balls for your money, and with regard to the texture, the falafel is not dry at all. You can tell that Almog, the mastermind behind this falafel idea, is a very healthy person. He invented a falafel which is full with protein and with zero oil. A falafel which is not just tasty but vegan, healthy, fulfilling and with not a lot of calories. With this falafel you are eating junk food which is not junk food, a food fanatic dream. My search for the most bizarre food in Israel continues. This time I decided to pay a visit to Breton, a crepe shop that is located on Ibn Gavirol 52 Street in Tel Aviv and serves sweet crepes as well as salty crepes. Is this strange or what? You see, in Israel we always eat crepes with sweet toppings. Salty crepes is simply unheard of. So yes, you can get your regular sweet crepe with chocolate or jam at Breton, but you can also get exotic vegan crepes, cheese crepes, fish crepes and even meat crepes with cheese. The name of the restaurant, Breton, comes from the Brittany region in the northwest part of France, and the crepes are made from gluten-free buckwheat mixture that is ground every day in this authentic restaurant following the Brittany tradition. I've decided to order the labane and eggplant crepe. This is a crepe that consists of potatoes, tomatoes, red onions, green beans, tahini, garlic, coriander, chili and arugula. You can either sit inside the restaurant at a table or on the bar, but I've decided to sit outside the restaurant at Rabin Square.
Wow. First of all, the crepe is amazing. Really nice crepe. And also, I feel that it's very salty. Oh. And a little bit sour. Wow, the crepe is just delicious. And you feel like you are eating salad inside. There are many vegetables. This is just delicious. I usually eat sweet crepes, but just amazing. You can eat it like this with sour toppings. Oh. A little bit sour, a little bit salty, really juicy and simply delicious.
The crepe was simply fulfilling as well as delicious, and I consumed it super fast. It was crisp, crunchy, thin, and I really liked all the great ingredients that they put inside it. I can highly recommend going out of your comfort zone and trying out those high quality salty crepes. Also, where else can you try savory crepes, like crepe with Nutella, and then a salty crepe? The chef of the restaurant, Yonatan Bodek, really created a diverse menu that will suit everyone. So, amazing service, excellent atmosphere, great selection of crepes, tasty and affordable. What else can we ask for? This is Nu, a very elegant restaurant that is located in Tel Aviv at Herzl 16th Street and is run by chef Guy Gamzo. Dining out is a way of life in the city, and people here just love dining at chef restaurants. As you already know, I've been a professional chef for the past 20 years. Sorry, I meant that I've not been a chef for the past 20 years. Israelis have always been fascinated by everything that comes from America, and from the look of the restaurant, I see that Chef Guy is no exception to this rule. Nu looks like an American diner, and it basically serves fast food inside the milk bun. What makes this restaurant so unique, which is a code word for very strange, are the fillings that you can put inside your bun. I guess the name of the restaurant comes from those crazy fillings. You see, in Israel, if a child eats something that he or she is not supposed to eat, then the mother would probably say no to the child. Now you can choose between different kinds of buns. 5 of the buns are salty and 2 of them are sweet. The ingredients that Chef Guy puts inside the buns are, let's say, exotic. Think mac and cheese inside the bun, shrimps inside the bun, cheesecake inside the bun, or maybe you are more of an ice cream inside the bun kind of person. You can even order herring inside the bun, with sour cream, onions, vinegar and horseradish. Too much information if you ask me. This is really street food for adventurous eaters, and if this food doesn't sound strange to you, then I really don't know what does. Simply incredible. Wow. This is so tasty. Wow. Salty, fatty. Wow, greasy, incredible. This is simply dynamite. Wow. I really enjoyed my feast and my time at this really crazy restaurant. Definitely one of the most strangest foods that I've eaten in my entire life, but so much better than I thought it would be. Now, a greasy sandwich with ice cream or mac and cheese might not be your thing if you plan to start a diet. But if that's the case, then simply do as I do and start your diet tomorrow. This morning I'm going to try out something that I've been scared to try out for many years. Rooster balls. You know, people think that because I like food so much that I only go to high-class restaurants that serve champagnes and caviars, and they are right. But this time I've decided to go to a grill restaurant that is called Pinat HaShlosha, and it is located at 84 Ben Tzvi Road in Tel Aviv. In this restaurant they serve Uzbek cuisine, and they serve every part of the animal. The restaurant has been serving customers for the past 23 years, and they offer different kinds of barbecue meats and Bukharian food. There were so many food items on the menu, but as I said, I came to this restaurant with one item in mind: rooster balls. I always wanted to try out rooster balls, but I was always afraid of how they are going to taste. So I've just ordered the balls and nothing else because I was not so hungry. Of course, I've also ordered some French fries, but that's about it. And maybe just a little bit of hummus with mushrooms, so I will not insult the owner. Okay, I've ordered a huge tabbouleh bread as well. The food was excellent, fresh and tasty, and those balls were excellent. It is funny that I've been scared of balls my entire life, but now that I have faced the balls, I feel that no balls can beat me. If you are on the market for some amazing rooster balls, then come to Pinat HaShlosha to try out some fresh ones. Bring grandma! My strange foods adventure has come to an end. I really enjoyed my time in this unique food tour. There is an amazing variety of good food coming out of the restaurants that I visited, and I highly recommend that you leave the familiar and try out some diversity by paying those restaurants a visit. You see, I was so afraid to go out of my comfort zone and try those restaurants out, but now I'm so happy that I did. Don't let the crazy looking dishes fool you. Those are dishes created by talented cooks, and I'm sure that you will love them if you just give them a chance. The foods that I tried were excellent, and I'm definitely going to try them again in the very near future. Or Yehuda, one of my favorite food cities in Israel, and this is why I'm back, this time with a friend. I visited Or Yehuda not so long ago in my first Israeli food trip, and I've decided to come back this time to try out from the Uzbek cuisine, or more specifically the homemade Bukharian cuisine. The restaurant I picked is called Samarkand. It is a restaurant named after a city in Uzbekistan, and it is located at Yechezkel Kazaz 18th Street. The Uzbek cuisine is quite diverse, and I saw many interesting food items on the menu. At the end, I've decided to order a dish called mantu. Mantu, basically steamed dumplings that are filled with lamb meat. I love this dish. It was spicy, and generally, I just love everything that is stuffed. I mean, with regard to food, of course. The salads that we ordered were also great. One of the salads that we got had a lot of garlic inside it, which I love, yet after eating garlic for so many years, and honestly losing a lot of friends along the way, I've decided to not eat a lot of it. My friend Shoshi, a lover of good food, confirmed that eating smelly food will cause me to smell bad for a few days, but I told her that she doesn't need to worry because I usually smell bad. The next dish that we ordered, a dumpling dish again, is called summer dushpera. And the difference between a summer dushpera to a winter dushpera is that a summer dushpera comes with less sauce, at least according to a guy who said so on Wikipedia. Those dumplings were stuffed with lamb meat in dushpera sauce broth and came with hummus grains, carrot, and I think coriander as well. This dish was not only amazing, but for me also served as an indicator. It indicated to me that I need to stop eating it, so I can save space in my stomach for the upcoming dishes. Don't get me wrong, saving space in my stomach is not something that I'm known for, but during the years I've learned quite a lot about the importance of smart stomach management. The next two dishes that we ordered are called chicken tabaka and lamb oshpolo, which is also called plov. It is a rice with meat dish that is mixed with carrot. I love the plov, but for both me and Shoshi, the chicken tabaka was the winning dish of the night. It was so tasty and so juicy. One big wow! What an amazing, fulfilling experience I had. If you come to this restaurant and decide to order all the food that we ate and you are still hungry, then I really don't know what else to say. Like always, I've over-ordered for sure, but the food was well worth it. I ate so much. Basically, I ate in one meal what I ate in the whole month of November. I was so full at this point, so I was extremely surprised when my friend Shoshi wanted to stay in the restaurant and eat more. So really, the food was excellent. I've never eaten in an Uzbek restaurant, but this is going to change from now on. The eating continues here in Samarkand, but finally, after drinking crazy amounts of light beers and Coke Zero, you know me, I live the rockstar lifestyle, me and Shoshi decided to call it a night. This was an outstanding dinner and I'm seriously considering becoming an Uzbek. The restaurant is called Fantastic, and it is located inside the Port and Blue Hotel at Sidon 1 Street in Tel Aviv. We all remember wanting to be a young girl when we were growing up, and today I'm going to experience what it is like. I'm going to fall down the rabbit hole into Wonderland and feel exactly what Alice felt. I'm saying this because this restaurant looks like an Alice in Wonderland theme restaurant, or at the very least a fairy tale restaurant. I really didn't know what to expect when I first entered the restaurant, and I was more intrigued after looking at the strange paintings that decorate the wall. I knew that this is an extremely popular restaurant, so I ordered a table online in advance. I was given an option to either book a table at the restaurant, which is called the tea room, or at the bar, which is called the ballroom. I've ordered a table at the restaurant for both me and my friend, and once I arrived to the restaurant, the hostess accompanied me to the bar area to wait for my friend. You can sit on the bar, which I did, but you also have the standard seating. The whole area was extremely dark, which is not good for shooting videos, but I have to admit that it does add to the overall mystique. The owners of the place did an amazing job with regard to putting a huge attention to all the small details, and it clearly shows that every little thing has a purpose and was deeply thought of to make the clients get immersed into the whole experience. You can see it in the room's decoration, the clothes that the staff wears, how the staff talks, the food, you name it. The cocktails looked absolutely amazing, and I have noticed that the guy that sat right next to me enjoyed them tremendously. Well, thinking about it now, this guy also ordered some worms with his drinks, so maybe you should make up your own mind about those unique drinks. Just saying. Speaking about unique, the whole place looks unique. The bar, the bathroom, the smoking area, the candle spot where you can take a picture of yourself, and even the outside dining area. You don't have to eat outside, you can actually do as I did and eat inside the restaurant. I've ordered the veal tartare, which you get with Tabasco, dried yolk powder, aioli, pickled shallot, herb crumbs and mustard powder. This is a stunning dish, in which all the ingredients on the plate are mixed together by the waiter. I'm not sure if this is the norm, but the waiter created the art from the ingredients that were on my plate. My friend ordered a crispy octopus, which just looked amazing in the Instagram photo, so he had to try it out. In the plate we have red cabbage glaze with white beans, potato and arugula. He also ordered goose breast that comes with cherry, cocoa, radish gratin, black pepper, chantilly, and I ordered a sirloin steak. I finished my meal with a beautiful dessert that was shaped as a tree with ground under it and some tea. Wonderful dishes, attentive staff, and such a magical, cool place. When you're inside this fairy tale place, you really feel like you have left Tel Aviv and you have fallen down the rabbit hole. So much thought was put into this place, and I will be coming back for sure.